did your child teach you about seeing the world differently? The day I realized my son could see the invisible world. We were walking along the beach when Chase grabbed my hand and yanked me away from what looked like perfectly normal sand. He insisted the ground there was covered in burning violet spiderwebs that would hurt my feet, and something in his terrified 7-year-old eyes made me believe him. Then he pointed at a seagull and described glowing purple lightning bolts across its wings that nobody else could see, and I started wondering if my son was losing his mind, or if maybe, just maybe, he could see something the rest of us couldn't. 3 weeks after that beach trip, his art teacher called, her voice shaking as she demanded I come immediately. She spread Chase's drawings across her desk, and I saw every portrait showed his classmates with intricate violet patterns across their faces, like glowing tattoos nobody else could see. She pointed to one drawing of a girl named Rosita with dark patches spreading across her cheek. Chase had been telling everyone Rosita had invisible bruises coming, and yesterday she fell off her bike and bruised her face in the exact pattern he'd drawn. The other children were terrified of him, convinced he was cursed or could make bad things happen by drawing them, and parents were demanding he be removed from class. At home, Chase's strange vision seemed to intensify as he mapped out invisible highways only he could navigate. Our cat left glowing purple footprints he could follow hours after she passed, and he started drawing ultraviolet portraits of our family obsessively. One evening while I was grilling, he tugged on my shirt and pointed at my back. "Daddy, you have purple spots getting bigger right there, like when I spilled grape juice on paper. Maybe you need a doctor?" I humored him and made an appointment, but when the dermatologist found early-stage melanoma exactly where Chase had pointed, my blood ran cold. The pediatric ophthalmologist dilated Chase's pupils and ran test after test before calling me into her office with that expression doctors wear when delivering life-changing news. She explained Chase had been born with aphakia, meaning he had no lenses in his eyes, probably from a genetic defect I never knew existed. Without lenses to filter ultraviolet light, he could see into the UV spectrum like birds and bees. Then her face darkened as she showed me the retinal scans. The unfiltered UV light that gave him this gift was simultaneously destroying his retinas, and she estimated he had maybe 18 months before complete blindness. I drove home in a daze while Chase chattered about the purple halos around streetlights, and when we got home, I knelt down and took his small hands in mine. I told him he had special eyes like a superhero that could see amazing things nobody else could see, but his powers were so strong they were making his eyes tired. His face lit up and he hugged me tight. I knew my purple eyes were special. I'm like a real superhero. That night I lay awake researching frantically, learning about UV photography and how flowers have landing strips for bees, how scorpions glow under blacklight, how the invisible world Chase saw was scientifically real. We raced against time as Chase documented everything he could see, painting UV patterns on every family member's face and mapping invisible light trails in our garden. His vision deteriorated faster each month, and he started wearing special glasses that block UV but dimmed his supernatural sight. He painted with desperate urgency, creating a catalog of invisible beauty, and gave each family member their UV portrait. Everything fell apart at his cousin's birthday party when the afternoon sun hit him directly. He collapsed on the grass, hands pressed against his face, screaming, "The purple light is burning! It's burning holes in my eyes!" We rushed him to the emergency room where they sedated him and wrapped his eyes, and the doctor explained his retinas were deteriorating faster than expected. When he woke up, he could barely see shapes anymore, just blurry shadows and occasional flashes of his beloved purple light. When Chase could barely see anymore, I brought him into a dark room with a UV flashlight, letting him control what he saw for his final memory.